YouTube, Intuitive Edge. So tonight I would like to take a look at some changing demographics within voter populations in the United States. It seems as though there's a shift in the Black population that seems to be trending toward the Republican Party. And I'd like to know if that trend is sustainable, like if that's a real thing that's happening, if it's a real shift that we're seeing that's going to be growing, and just kind of what's taking place in the Black population. So we're seeing more and more prominent Black Democrats that are switching sides. So I want to take a look at this trend and see kind of what's taking place. So I wrote out a few questions here. We're going to look at kind of the history, what's going on, attitudes, influences, that kind of thing. So give me a moment. I'm going to shuffle up the cards. Okay. So I'm going to cut the deck here. Let's take a look at this. So let's look at the past and the present. Okay, so the past, check it out. This is the Fool card. And the first thing I thought of when I looked at this, you think of like a plantation. You think of like what the history is. And this is in the position of the past. And it just made me think of that when I saw this card, as this is representative of the past, where things were. But this card, the Fool, is about being in a position where you're going to launch into something new, or you're going to start off in a new direction, or you want to make a change, kind of like throwing caution to the wind and just like making a change. But it feels like this, like the being on a path that has a certain destination, but this is like being open to a shift or changing out of that path. The next card, the Three of Fire. This is a card of it's a creative energy of like there's something that you want to do, and it's like looking at and like getting ready to make a move or make a shift. Or this is kind of like the picture of this is like this cat's getting ready to leap, getting ready to jump. It's like getting ready to make a move, but yet it feels like there's a little bit of like there's not quite enough like energy to like just completely change and get off the ground, but it's like energy of shifting and moving. Now in the immediate future position, oops, kind of running out of the camera line here. In the immediate future position, we have the Seven of Fire, which is a card of like it's like being held down, being through, there's like conditioning, a lot of peer pressure, feels like, but being held back, being conditioned. But it's like there's a fight there. It's like you're wanting to fight for something better, but being held down or held back. Let's see what else we have. So this is in the position of the attitudes of the Black population, their attitude. And this card, the Six of Fire, is a card of being rewarded or being lauded or given what you deserve. And to have that in the attitude is like it feels like the Black population feels like they deserve better, like they want what they deserve, what they feel they deserve. It's like they want something better. As a whole, it's like the attitude is that there's been a lot in the past, especially the last 200 years, that there's like, it's like coming around to owning what they feel they deserve, and that they feel they deserve much better than what the past has been. Hidden influences. Now, when I see the priest card, this is a card of conformity and control. In the traditional tarot deck, the picture is like the priest, and he's in a church, and there's like, bishops and people around him, and it's like there's just like a hierarchy or a structure. And when I see the priest reversed, it's like it's heavy on conformity and doing what you're told, and you're being accepted in the group is dependent on you being obedient to the hierarchy and the structure. And this is in the position of the hidden influence. So it feels like this could be indicating that there's a hierarchical structure of control that is vying, I think, for the Black population's allegiance. And this feels like when it's reversed, it's like an aggressive, like we want to control the Blacks population. We want to control them. And by saying we, I'm just a general we, that those that are, in power and control, that there's some sort of strategic, like, you settle down, don't get off the plantation type of thinking. It's like, this is where we want you kind of feeling. And I'm wondering if the Black population in as a whole is starting to kind of think outside of that. Like, we deserve much better. We want to have our own destiny, live our own awareness of what we want. We want to live that out and not be beholden to any one group. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some changes in that regard. So this next card is the obstacles they face. Now, when I see the Ten of Earth is about family. It's about basically having your house in order and a strong family unit. And I think that's it. With the obstacles they face, there have been, seems like, some challenges, especially in the inner cities, with the strong family unit. A lot has been placed on mothers, and a lot of absent dads has I think taken its toll in some regard. It's like there needs to be like a strong leadership role, but not the control that says, here's what you need to do, and you need to live up to these expectations. I think it needs to be more in the nuclear family, some help there, and having strong families again, I think, is an obstacle, but it's also a stepping stone. In tarot, obstacle cards, I like to look at them as stepping stones, because once you realize what your obstacle is, then you have a clue as to what you can do to make things better and to change things for the better. So that's a good thing to know that. The outcome, we have the High Priestess. This is a card of wisdom. It's also a card of living your inner truth and being true to who you are inside, and not allowing the conformity, which is represented by the priest reversed. Now, the priestess, she's on the reversal, which could mean just some delays or some challenges in taking that step to being self-aware and responsible, and that intuition that goes with it, that strength, that inner strength that goes with it. But having that on the outcome position with a strong card like the priestess, I think this indicates to me that the Black population will probably in the next 20-25 years be undergoing a shift or a change, back to a more of an internal strength within their ranks, and not so much the the doing what you're told kind of thing. It's going to be more inner strength and organic. I think there's going to be a change and a shift in the dynamic that's going to help with the nuclear family issue. Could be some help coming into the inner cities that's going to help the Black population, and finding ways to, obviously a good economy will help putting people back to work, helping people feel confident in their skills and being able to, get the education they need or want. But I think it's going to be taking a shift or a change. Underneath it all, we have the Six of Earth. This is the give and take card. This could, now to me, this signifies a shift in the flow of energy for who's doing the giving and who's doing the taking. So I'm wondering if that control, do what you're told energy is going to be shifting as well. There's going to be some strong leaders, I think, coming out of the Black community in the future. Could be some more, I wonder if there's going to be like another Martin Luther King or something to that effect. Somebody who comes out and unites the Black population, brings them back to this feeling of unity and, standing up for who they are and standing up for their rights as people. And I see like a young leader emerging again, like a resurgence. And this person feels like they have a heart of gold. It's like they have a good heart. And his message is going to be about coming back together, unifying again, and letting go and of the dark past, and embracing the family unit again, making the family stronger. I think he's going to be big on helping people with their relationships, helping families. But I see him like touring, like almost going around the country and doing speeches. But it's a little different than it was in the civil rights era, because, times have changed. But I think that the message will be somewhat similar with a little bit of differences. But I see this person going around uniting, and being a real uniting figure. Okay, that's all I have for this reading. If you like to, leave a like, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Intuitive Edge signing out. Bye-bye.